Hello Super Sentai fans and welcome back to Toku Topics. Oh my god. Okay, so this is a little bit of an unconventional Project Unlock unboxing, and it's not going to be like this for the entire video. But as you see, I got a pretty big box in the mail, and I don't usually show off the rest of my room because it's been a complete disaster, but here's the metallic Blue Buster Ranger key from a couple videos ago. That's just a comparison with how large this box is. And where did this box come from? Well, it comes from today's sponsor.
Today's video sponsor is Bandai. What is Bandai? Well, they are one of the leading Japanese proxy shopping services that you can use to get tokusatsu items and many other things from sites that don't typically ship outside of Japan, such as Yahoo Japan Auctions, Mercari, and Rakuten. It is super easy to use. All you have to do is search for the items that you're looking for, and then you can have Bandai bid on the item, or outright buy it for you from the different stores, and have them hold it in their warehouse to up to 30 days. Then, once you're ready to ship, you can combine a number of different packages into one big box, and ship it out to you. I've partnered with Bandai plenty of times in the past, and they have been a huge help in finishing many different collections of my tokusatsu toys. So if you would like to sign up for Bandai, brand new users can get a 2,000 yen coupon off their first purchase if they sign up in the link in the description below. And a huge thanks to Bandai for sponsoring this video.
Alright, so there are a lot of keys in here, actually. But there's also a lot of stuff in here that has nothing to do with Ranger Key. Why is the focus keep going away? Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. There we go. I don't know. It's the lighting. There's no lighting over here. So we're going to get to the big review station in a second. But I just wanted to show you guys how insane this box is. You don't even want to know the shipping costs on this, though. But hey, there are multiple Bandai shipping options that you can use. So it definitely helped me save a little bit of money in that regard. But like, oh my god. Is it going to focus on anything? There we go. So here's the inside of the box. And I can tell the culprit is the one down there as to why this box is so ginormous. I don't know what this box is, though. So I'm not going to cover everything in here that is not Ranger Key related, because there actually is going to be some stuff in here for other videos. But spoiler, if you are a fan of my Geats raised buckle videos, there are some raised buckles in here. There is some lock seeds in here. There is Shoto Super in here. Random nonsense, but there's also a bunch of keys. Oh, I think I know what this box is. This actually, I think, is a key related box. So it's kind of try to get everything key related out of here and go over to the proper review station where it's not this crappy video quality, and see what kind of keys we got today. Okay, so we have this box sitting here, and if this is what I think it is, this is one of the coolest Ranger Key related things that I've ever found. I didn't even know what this was, but it was a pretty good deal, and I knew I had to get it for my collection. So let's find out if this is even the correct box, because it might not even be the correct box. And if it isn't, then you're not even seeing this part of the video. So let's find out. Okay, that's the first one. And the second one. And the third one. These are the coolest things I've ever seen. Okay. So, what are these? I don't know. So, I'm going to be honest. I don't really know what the history of these things are. But the second I saw them, I knew that I needed them. So, what these are, from what I can kind of tell, is that they're like these lottery or campaign, some sort of weird prize thing that happened in 2011. I probably should do more research into it, and if anybody knows what these actually are, or where they kind of came from, I would love to know. But I saw all three of these for 20 bucks, and I couldn't possibly pass it up. So what these are, they are these little briefcases that have Gokaiger stuff on them. So here's the first one. It's these really nice metal cases, like they're pretty solid. They feel really nice. They're a really good little size, and I love the pictures on them. So here are the seven? Yep, there's 7 here. I always get confused because I start adding 2 Kaiser into things, but we have the 6 Gokaigers here, with just some nice little designs, the Gokaiger logo, and on the back it's just nothingness. But these they do have like the copyright and everything on them, so they are official, like there's like the copyright for Plex and everything. But I don't really know what the story is behind these. But what are these doing in a Project Unlock episode? Well, of course they're Gokaiger related, so that would fit just off of that. However, these are Ranger Key cases, so like I said, I don't really know what the story is with these, but these have pre-cut foam, this is glued in and everything, to fit a Ranger Key, which I ironically don't have one sitting around here somehow. Okay, I got one. So these just kind of like the key cases that I have for my personal keys. They fit 6 keys. It's in there pretty good. It's not going to fall out. And then you can just close it up. And then you can pull the little latch down and store your keys in there. So that's pretty freaking cool. So there's no keys in here or anything like that. Obviously, they're just empty. But there was this is a nice little lot of 3 of them, which I don't know if there were any more designs for this or anything like that, but these are just the ones that I found in that listing. So here's a really cool gold one that has Gokaiger and the Gokaiger Galleon. Very pretty with the light, how it reflects off of that. I really like this one a lot. On the back, it's just all gold. And then we'll check to make sure there's no keys in here, but there's not. There's 6 more key slots in there. So that's pretty cool. And then the final one is this one, which is just probably my favorite because it has Gokaiger red. It has this metallic red, which I just think looks really sharp. And then you have the 34 Super Sentai Red Rangers in front of him there, which is just really sweet. Like, this is like a really nice like desktop background or something. If you could, maybe if I can kind of position it with the lighting, if somebody like could screenshot it or something, I think that's a pretty good desktop background. And then there is a nice metallic red back there. And of course inside you have the slots for 6 Ranger keys. So, like I said, don't really know the history behind these, but they are official Ranger key little cases, little metal trays that I just thought looked super pretty. And $20 for all 3 of them, not that bad. So just a perfect example of the kind of really cool deals you can find on Bandai. That is stuff you really don't find anywhere else, but also very tempting and, makes me want to spend money. So that's what happens with these kind of things. So while this was not technically a Ranger key haul, it definitely does fit Project Unlock, and I have a pretty good idea of what I want to use these 3 specific cases for. But let's go ahead and get into the actual key hauls for this video. Alright, so let's move on to some actual Ranger keys. And we will start right here with a Gashapon key. This one was kind of a weird one. So in my last Project Unlock, I said I was finally diving into the Gashapon gaps that I was missing. And this was kind of one of the first ones that I bought of that. So I'm not going to assemble it here today, but this is the metallic Gokaiger red from Legend Gashapon Set 1. So sticker-wise, I don't really think I have to worry about like yellowing with these ones because of just the hollow foil specialness that they have. But it is a really pretty sticker, like in the background there. I really do like that. So, and the key itself is kind of done up with like this sort of metallic-y, sort of sparkly plastic. So it is a unique Gokaiger red key and definitely one that I needed to add to the collection. So we have that one from today. And then this is one of those really weird candy toy keys I just didn't have yet for some reason. Which, honestly, I feel like it's one that I probably should have already had. And maybe I did already get it, but according to my checklists, I have not. And that is the Dragon Ranger candy toy key from Set 3, which does look to be sealed. So there should be 12-year-old candy inside of this thing, which is always a fun time. So I think that completes this set, because I know I have that Aberray Killer. I think I have that Hurricane Red, Go Ranger, or Aqua Ranger, and Go on Red from other Project Unlock videos from the past. So I think this completes Candy Toy Set 3. But we have a big box. We have a big box to finish this one off. Okay, so we have this big box here. We'll zoom out for this and kind of pan up a little bit so we can actually fit it all into the frame, which is going to make the quality drop and everything, but we'll readjust once we get there. But we're really dwindling down on premium Bandai key sets that I need. And with premium Bandai key sets, it's just a matter of how expensive that they are and how big they are, which leads to gigantic boxes like the one you saw at the beginning of this video. Because while this was an amazing deal for the item, it made shipping pretty crazy. So once again, thank you Bandai, because without them, I would not have been able to even get this box to my house. So let's see which one we have in here. And to be honest, I'm not the most excited for this one in particular. Of the premium Bandai key sets that I'm still missing, which I'll put up on the screen right now, which ones I'm still missing. We had this one, we had the Dead Boss set, and we have the movie set. 2 of those I'm very excited to get someday, even though they both go for like $200 a piece. But this one was one we needed to get. It serves pretty much zero purpose at this point. But it still is something we needed to complete the collection. And it's actually the very first premium Bandai set ever. The one-click Ranger Key special set. Like I said, the very first premium Bandai Ranger Key set they ever made. So let's get this thing out of this box. Okay, and here it is. Ranger Key Set one-click edition, or one-click Ranger Key Set. So, the reason why I got this finally is because, as you can see, the box is reasonably beat up. So there's like some fraying and some dents and stuff all over the thing. You can definitely see the fraying at the top and everything like that, which this does show all the reds you get in here. So Shinken, Goon, Geki, Maji, Deka, Hurricane, Gal, Tyranno, Vol, and Go. So basically the ones that got Mecha, the most recent ones, the ones that were kind of the most important of the Legend Sentai from Gokaiger were included in here, as well as the original 6 Gokaigers. So I believe that means that there are 16, right there it says it, there are 16 Ranger Keys in here. And it's not the coolest set. These are actually Gashapon quality, so they came with pre-assembled stickers. So these actually do have stickers. No idea how that's going to make the keys hold up after 10 years, 12 years, however long this key set's been a thing. I think at least 11 years for this set. It is a nice looking box though, but the reason why this is one click is because they have these little buttons on the side where you click it in there and it flips into a key. Very, very similar to how the Memorial Edition keys would work 10 years later, but very much an early idea for how they would eventually do that, and definitely not the best. So this is a set that has a outdated mechanical feature, uses the worst kind of keys, and it's a bunch of keys that you probably already have. So that's why it's a set that I didn't really want, but definitely needed to complete the collection, and I have been delaying it long enough. I paid $31 for this, so that is really good. So I don't usually like bring up prices and everything, but first of all, here's the price on screen right now of what this key set retailed for when it went up for premium Bandai purchase back in 2011, 2012, somewhere in that time frame. And I got a steal, mainly just because of how beat up this box was, which, like I said, for a set that I didn't particularly care about, that's perfectly fine. As long as the keys are okay, which I think from the pictures they were, but we're going to check right now, then this is exactly how I'd want to get this set. So, okay, so far, so good. So the inside tray looks perfect. You can still have the little pamphlet. This key set was always very strange too, because we'll take this tray off, because this is exactly how it's going to go back in the box. It's going to go straight back into the box afterward, but the flyer is dropping, which is fine, because they made this as a 20 key tray, but the set only has 16 keys. So this is not missing 4 keys. This is the complete set. Forever and always, this set has had 4 empty slots in here for some reason. I really have no idea why. But looking at this here, looks like we have the 6 Gokaigers, Shinken, Goon, Geki, Maji, Deka, Hurricane, Gao, Tyranno, or G-Ranger, Sun Vulcan, and Go Ranger. So everybody's here. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Gokai Red. We'll have him be our kind of dummy key to see how they are holding up after 10 years. So, I mean, that's pretty good. So like I said, they came pre-assembled because the way that these ones worked for this set is they had the stickers go over the shoulders and onto the back, which significantly makes the stickers stay a little bit better, but they are still stickers. They can still fray. But like the keys themselves so far, with just this one, look absolutely perfect. And they were one click because they had this button, which allowed you to do that. Which, like I said, is just a prototype basically of how the Memorial keys would eventually do it. So much better as the definitive versions of Ranger keys like 10 years later. Let's just kind of very briefly take a look at all these guys. So there's Gokai Blue, Gokai Yellow, Gokai Green, Gokai Pink, Gokai Silver, Shinken Red, Goon Red looking good, Geki Red looking solid, Maji Red all good. Deka Red is nice, and it is actually the Gashapon one that had the white outline, so that's a nice little touch. Hurricane Red, of course Gal Red, Tyranno Ranger with that really goofy looking helmet, which I think looks pretty awful, Vol Eagle, and then last but not least, Aka Ranger, which means this set is in perfect condition. $31. The box was just kind of beat to crap. But this is perfect. This is so perfect. The keys are in the exact condition I want them to be. Let's go ahead and pick that flyer up off the floor. So the pamphlet has a nice big rip in it, but I do not care. It's going to go right back into the tray. And we're going to put the lid right back onto that tray. And then I'm going to take these keys, put them back in their box, and that will be the last time I probably ever look at them. So that is the Ranger key set one-click edition. And of course, we also have the Dragon Ranger Candy Toy key and the Gashapon Metallic Sticker Gokai Red, which adds 18 keys to our key counter total here today. So here is the key counter up there, and that is going to do it. So that is it for today's episode of Project Unlock. And of course, once again, this could not have been possible without Bandai, not only for the great deals that you can find there on stuff like this. Also, both of these keys were like $10-ish, if that. They might even have been like $5 each, honestly. So this was probably like $40-ish of keys, plus the $20 I paid for those really nice fancy cases at the beginning of the video. So I think this was a great haul here. If you're curious about the stuff I got in that box that was not Super Sentai or Ranger Key related, here's a nice picture of it up right now. So as you can see, a bunch of Shoto Super stuff, Kamen Rider stuff from Geats and from Gaim. Just a miscellaneous bunch of really cool things that I got in that gigantic box. So be sure to check out Bandai's links in the description below. And like I said, once again, one last time, huge thanks to them for sponsoring this video. And of course, until next time, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or LaneyFigPR, and I'll see you all on Project Unlock, where we're always searching for the next key.
To wrap up this video, I'd like to thank my $5 and above patrons: Jurassic Samurai, Maggot Alchemist, Robert Browning, Static Thunder, Brendan Overland, Maji Yellow, MCPC Studios, Comics 1017, James Darty, John Luke, Eric Berry, Tyler Bezetsky, Matthew Thorne, Josh Landry, Pyramidas, CPT Tesla, Cross SCV, Caboose Ed, Socket Monsters, Anthony Love, Daniel Pika, Hella Geo, Thrasher, and Jesus Prime. You can support Toku Topics for as little as $1 a month on my Patreon, linked in the description below.